Good morning. Welcome to the Midweek Movement for therapists and psychologists ready to reclaim their mornings. I'm Dr. Coral Westaway. I'm a clinical psychologist, and I'm here most Wednesday mornings offering a space for us to be still together, move together, and do some energy practices to resource us for the rest of the week. Let me know who you are, where you're coming in from. I'd love to hear who's with me today. Drop me a comment. And let's start really settling and feeling into our body. It's a bit fresh here in Somerset this morning, but still blue skies as we approach Beltane. Stretching into our bodies, feeling what's present this morning. Taking a few deep breaths and allowing everything to soften and settle on the exhale. Each inhale expanding all of you, and each exhale releasing and moving through anything old or outdated. Taking this moment to land, to notice what's present for you in your body, in your mind, in your emotions, and in your energy. Checking in with your body, seeing what's there, seeing what feels comfortable and easeful this morning, and what feels maybe a bit tighter or a bit more tense. Feeling your feet on the earth. Maybe rocking back between heels and toes, stretching out through your feet, through your toes, and feeling that connection with the earth. Maybe pushing down through your feet into the earth. Feeling your legs on the chair, the support of the earth below us, the chair holding us. And with your breath, allowing your body to soften, settle in just a little bit more as we take these minutes together this morning. For therapists, for psychologists, for professional helpers who spend so much time helping others, taking this space for you to reconnect with your body, to resource your whole system before you go and support other people. You might like to close your eyes or take a soft gaze while we take this part of the practice in quiet, in stillness, as we listen in. You might hear the birds here. You might hear the birds there as they're bustling about spring. Noticing the sounds that are around you. Bringing your attention out and hearing what is in your world. Maybe you notice your breath slow or your body settle as you give yourself this time this morning. Bringing now your attention to your breath and taking a few moments just to be with your body and your breath. As each breath enters your system and leaves your system. Breath expanding all of you on the inhale and softening and releasing on the exhale. Being with that continuous rhythm of in, flowing into out. Not trying to do anything with it, not forcing or pushing the breath, just being with it. Noticing where in your body it enters your system, how it feels as the breath enters your body, and how it feels as the breath leaves your body. You might notice the pull of your thoughts or parts of you to attend to all that's on your to-do list, all that's been going on before you entered this space, or all that you'll need to attend to after you leave this space. Thanking the parts of you for keeping you on track, but inviting just a bit of space this morning. As we come together, as we drop into our bodies, as we slow down and listen deeply and give ourselves this time. Inviting some space from the to-do list. Being with your breath, being with your body. And maybe we start to notice that the body would like a bit of movement. Stretching through your shoulders, through your arms, really feeling what is present in your body this morning and how it might like to move. Let's start off with the 4 thumps, tapping under the eyes on the stomach meridian, helping us process and digest all that we're navigating. Tapping here and bringing your breath to help things move through, to help lighten the load. You might notice yawning as energy moves, or you might notice different sensations. No right or wrong. Come into the collarbones, the end of the kidney meridian. All about distilling, discerning, clarifying, stepping forward with ease. Now coming to the thymus, above the heart, tapping or rubbing or thumping here. You might want to bring your voice as you step into the day. This is our point, really connecting and charging up our life force energy. Really invigorating and activating that in its full expression this morning. Coming to the spleen points under the arms, tapping or rubbing here. Spleen is supporting our metabolizing, clearing out toxins, supporting our hormones, hormone health. So giving that a good rub under there. And let's get some of the lymph moving from the shoulder crease down to the heart, waking our system up. I'm going to rub on the belly. Now I'm going to stand up and bring some more movement in. You can stand with me, or do this seated, whatever feels good for you. So let's start off just with a general shake, inviting the mind to hand over to the body, and let us listen to how our body wants to move this morning. Feel into what might feel nice, shaking or stretching or bringing some touch, whatever feels good for you. Might like to come to the face, rubbing around the eyes, easing out some of the tension that we hold here on the cheekbones, around the jaw, the chin, up around the ears. Softening and letting go of anything that's been held here. Now, I heard someone call this the washing machine, which I thought was a lovely name. Bringing in some twists, if that feels nice. Just gently being with your body, tuning into how it might like to stretch, move this morning. Bringing in some cross crawl, opposite hand to opposite knee. These bilateral movements really help our energy, which naturally crosses left to right, right to left. It helps unscramble our energy, and there's a lot that scrambles our system in the world right now. It helps left and right brain hemisphere working together. It helps bring coordination to our whole system. So this is a lovely practice. If we can't get outside between clients, bringing in a bit of cross crawl to really release what we might have picked up from that session energetically, emotionally, cognitively, and come back to center. If that sounds useful to you, I've got a free offering, a Conscious Therapist Reset, 3 practices to help you support you through your therapy day. And I will put the link in the comments afterwards. Okay, might want to bring in some figure of 8, same direction or opposite direction, weaving these into the world. It's a bit fresh here this morning. I can feel the chill on my fingers, but I can also feel the tingle, the energy flowing. And now maybe coming into connecting heaven and earth. Lots of these practices are from Donna Eden's daily energy routine. One hand palm up to the skies, one hand palm down to the earth, and stretching out. Stretching out our auric field, taking our space in the world, being our fullest, brightest self. So often we've been taught and conditioned and cultured to be small and quiet and still and good. This is a lot about reclaiming our space in the world, finding our voice, our expression, stepping into our full, authentic power, our full, unique expression. Oh, lovely. Okay, let's do a version of the Wayne Cook posture. So one ankle over the other, Interlace the fingers and bring the arms up and under, and tongue lightly on the roof of the mouth, and take a few deep breaths here. Again, the crossover energies, the crossover of our limbs helps bring our system back into balance. A few deep breaths helps releasing anything that's not serving. One more on that side, one more big breath on that side. And let's swap over. So swapping over the ankles and swapping over the hands. And taking a few big deep breaths on the other side. Ooh. Yeah, I can feel stuff moving through and releasing. Hopefully lightening up our whole system. Ooh. You might notice yawning, might be tiredness, but I think it's more energy moving through. Energy gets blocked or stuck or stagnates in different parts of us. And movement and energy practices gets it flowing again, rebalanced. So taking one more deep breath on this side. And releasing that and having a good shake out. I think, I'm not quite sure why, but I can't see a chat box this morning. So I know a couple of you are with me, which is lovely. But I can't, if you've messaged, I can't see it. I've got a monkey with a hammer saying something went wrong at YouTube. So but here we are together. What a treat. Gets me moving in the morning, and I'm very grateful for that. Oh, so yeah, just gently tuning into your body. Finding maybe a place in your body that feels nice or comfortable or neutral this morning. Maybe it's your tummy, maybe it's your heart. And bringing in some touch there. Just a bit of gentle, tender touch to really meet those places. And bring your breath there. Breathing into that connection, that resource. Feeling that sensation grow through your body. Familiarity, comfort. And actually, I'm real tempted by the spleen hug. So one hand at the spleen and the other thumb in the crook of the elbow, and bringing in a little bit of rocking, a little bit of gentle tending to our spleen, and getting that little hug in as well. One practice that Prune Harris taught me, the yin spiral. You can do this sat down. I'm going to stay standing with as much comfort as possible, no strain in the arm. Bringing the left hand into a clockwise circular movement. Connecting into the earth, bringing this spiral down into the earth. And you might notice the electromagnetism in your palm, in your fingers. I find this so gentle and nourishing. And when you've got that easefully, you might like to bring in the other hand above. It can be a bit confusing, but bringing the other hand in the opposite direction, bringing in the yang spiral up to the skies. Just gently breathing into that. Feeling how that is in your system. I find this a lovely, gentle resourcing practice that really calms and nourishes my whole system. Okay. Now for the third part of the practice, I'm going to offer a bit of energy clearing and a bit of energy resourcing. At this point, I would normally ask everyone to put something in the chat, what they might like, but my apologies that I can't see that today. I will be here next Wednesday, so if there's anything you want me to weave into the clearing next week, just drop me a message. I'll put it in the comments here and I will see it. So these energy practices are really about working with our whole system to release and to resource. So I'm going to offer a bit of tapping and invite you to tap along with me. I'm going to offer some words, and if my words don't fit, you find words that really feel the most charged or alive for you. Even though I can feel quite scrambled and it's hard to come back to my center and my truth and my knowing, I deeply love and accept all parts of me. And take a deep breath there. Even though life feels busy and it's hard to make time for me to listen to and to tend to my needs, I'm working hard to make space, to find moments, and to meet myself with gentleness whenever I can. Take a breath. Even though there's so much toxicity and distortion and conflict and fear around me, in the world, and it can affect me so much, I'm working to stay centered, to be gentle and kind, and to slow things down. And I ask for help with this now. Tap in on the top of the head. All the busyness, all the distractions, all the toxicity. Inside corner of the eyebrow. All that scrambles me and knocks me off center. Outside corner of the eye. All the busyness, all the toxicity and distortions. Under the eye. All that knocks me off center. Under the nose. All the busyness, toxicity and distortions. On the chin. All that scrambles and knocks me off center. Collarbones. All the busyness, toxicity and distortions under the arms, all that scrambles me and knocks me off center. Taking a breath, maybe having a little drink to flush that through. Okay, gonna offer and ask and receive. There's a part of my being that already knows. How to listen deeply to my truth, my wants, my needs, and to center this as my navigation, guiding light. This part of my being is willing to inform the rest of me now. It is doing so now with grace and ease. My mind, body, and spirit are receiving this information now. It is done. I know how to listen to and connect in deeply to my inner knowing, my truth, my wants and my needs. I know how to anchor them as my navigation and my guiding light. Breathing into that, bringing the fingers, one hand to the forehead and the other to the belly button, and allowing that all to land and integrate in our system. Hoping that feels resourcing and useful today. Come in with the fingers to the pubic bone, up the central channel, to the lower lip, from the tailbone, up the governing channel, to the top lip. Locking that in for today. So my invitation is to be gentle, is to take some breaths, to slow it down, and to tend to all that you need. To take those moments just for you. Thank you so much for joining me. I'm here most Wednesday mornings. Please like and subscribe and support my channel. And do drop me a message if there's anything you'd like me to do a video on or to bring into the morning practices. Have a lovely week ahead. Take care and be gentle. Loads of love. Bye.